Guys, I honestly wish I knew this when I started YouTube, right? But sadly, again, just like everyone else who, for the most part, starts YouTube without any type of guidance, like I did. I had no guidance at all, right? I looked up to a couple of reaction channels, right? I was just like, oh, these guys are cool. I think I can probably do this, right? Then I decided to just create a reaction channel, right? So I did that. Now here's the problem. The channel starts making, a little bit of money in the beginning, right? And I was just like, all right, cool. I think this may work, right? But here's the problem. The number one thing that I honestly wished I would have known when I started YouTube was you should probably turn this into a company or a business, right? Sadly, I definitely took way too long. I think as of when we hit January something, we turned it into a corporation with shares, right? That was something I honestly wish I knew before, but again, when most people start YouTube, we have no guidance, right? So I'm trying to help you out immediately. Listen, guys, immediately, if you guys are making anything more than, like, I don't know, $650 or so monthly, right? You should probably be pushing towards an S corp, or at the very least an LLC, but be taxed as an S corp, right? That's my biggest suggestion, just so you can save a lot of the hassle when tax time comes. And as you see, this video is coming out around tax time, so imagine the level of frustration I have right now. But definitely, that's my biggest suggestion. Without a doubt, treat YouTube like it's a business, purely, right? Make sure you have all the, you have your tax IDs, specifically if you are an American YouTuber. Make sure you have everything, that can, at least an EIN, right? Business bank accounts, separate everything. Make sure you're keeping track of your expenses. That's probably the most important thing. And then the second one for me is personally, be exactly who you are, right? Like when I started YouTube, I had no idea what I was doing again, right? All I would do is, occasionally in the beginning, I would look at other channels and I'd be like, oh, these people are doing this and they're making it work, right? That was wrong of me. Definitely don't do that, okay? It is not you. You are not real, right? Like I am exactly who I am right here, right now. But when I first started, I had no idea, literally no idea what I was doing, and just like, oh, they need to be like this to be cool type of thing, right? No, don't do that. Be you, 100%. Be exactly who you are. If people like you, they like you. That's it, I guess. Then the third thing, work hard. Don't get me wrong. I think I've slowed down a whole lot since I first started, because that was not really a sustainable way of producing. It took me away from my family to a point where it was crazy, right? Like I know the absolute method for success on YouTube, specifically in the reaction sector, is content, right? Putting a lot of it up, right? Like when I first started YouTube, I was doing on this channel here, maybe 10, 15, 20 videos at times, right? And then coming from a background of 17 years of professional commercial photography, I kind of understood lighting and things like that. I knew that, audio quality is a big thing, right? People want to hear you very clearly, right? And then the same thing with visual quality, right? You definitely want them to see you clearly. You want to be able to know how to light things properly, right? So all of these things are for the most part factors in the success of pretty much any channel, right? Notice all the big channels. Amazingly clear audio, amazingly clear visuals. But yeah, here's the thing. I'll give you 4 things. Well, no. I'll give you 4 things. Let's say this here. Depending on how you actually want to run your channel, specifically when it comes to either if you're going to do like a recreational reaction channel, which I would not suggest at all, because you're going to have to invest an absurd amount of money to get like top tier quality content, right? But if you're doing it recreational and you're just like, doing it on your phone or however you're doing it, right? And you don't have much to invest into it, then I guess that's fine, right? But if you start investing an absurd amount of money, and I'm talking about maybe $20, $30, $40,000 just in the aesthetic of the channel, you're going to have to turn it into a business, because otherwise you're just going to be wasting your time and money. And that's just real, okay? And definitely, without a doubt, one of the biggest suggestions I can give anyone or any company looking to start a YouTube, without a doubt, how about this? Specifically in the reaction space, guys, copyrighted content is not your friend. And yes, I understand that, you're reacting to copyrighted content, but copyrighted content absolutely is not your friend. Like, for example, this channel here pays out $20,000, I think. Yeah. I'm sorry. This channel pays $20,000 to copyright holders every single month, not like a year, every single month, guys. And that's what happens when you flood your channel with copyrighted reactions. This is why I've 100% moved away from, reacting to, for the most part, studio content, like studio recordings. It's just it's not reasonable, right? Until, for example, there is a law set up in place for us reactors, right? The fair use law is pretty much there. We are adding our opinion to it, right? We are, hopefully you guys are altering the visuals, right? Because if you don't alter the visuals, a lot of the times, these labels have visual copyright claims. So again, why you don't generally react to music videos. It's not a thing that's reasonable. And we can literally, we have a power where we can like dispute the copyright claim for fair use, but the label is going to be like, no, because they know we will not take them to court for every single video we react to, right? So until YouTube, in a sense, does better in helping us fight these new restrictions that are being placed onto reaction channels, because I'm sure you guys realize a lot of reaction channels that are around you are changing, right? It's not a reasonable thing for us, right? But all right, guys, listen, didn't want to hold you for so long, right? But yeah, just those are the things that I wish I knew when I started. Absolutely. But all right, enjoy your day.